Welcome to Honeybee Yoga Studio. I post new yoga classes every week aimed at yogis of all levels, so if that sounds like your thing, please hit the red subscribe button below. And hi yogis, and welcome to my class number 2 out of 4 of my chair yoga series. This series is aimed at any yogi who's maybe starting a practice or has limited mobility and is looking for something with lots of extra support. All we need for this practice is our chair, preferably one without arms on it, and we're going to remain seated for the entire duration of our class. Today, I've also grabbed a block. We'll be going into a forward fold, reaching our hands towards the earth. So I know the earth is a little far away from me, so I've grabbed my block to help myself out. You can grab a thick book or a pillow, or just use the support of your legs. So to get started, let's come seated on our chair. We're going to scooch our bum cheekers a little bit forward so that our backs are not on the back of the chair. This is going to force us to keep a nice active spine, and we're going to try to keep our muscles active throughout the entire practice. Do not be fooled. Chair yoga may be very supported, but you will definitely build some warmth and your muscles will thank you. So let's feel our shoulders stack above our hips, those feet plant firmly into the ground. Let's shrug our shoulders up to our ears, then with an exhale, let those shoulders melt away. Checking in with those hips, with our chest, feeling an active tension through our muscles, supporting our torso. Let's come into our practice with 2 big breaths. Big inhale, fill that chest, our belly, and then exhale, let that breath go. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, fill up all the way to your fingertips and your toes before exhaling, maybe with an open mouth. Let's bring those hands by our sides. And with our next inhale, we're going to reach those fingertips up to the sky. We're going to bring our hands to press together and then slowly slide those hands to come just in front of our hearts. We're going to start to squeeze our elbows together until our fingertips, our hands, our forearms, and our elbows are pressing together. So we're really active through our arms. We're keeping that head lifted, our chin lifted, and our shoulders away from our ears. We're going to invite some active twisting. So let's take a big inhale. Those fingertips reach up to the sky. As we exhale, let's pull our hands to the right side. Our gaze, our belly button follows. Inhaling back to neutral. Exhale, we're twisting this time to the left side. Inhaling back through neutral. We're going to do this 2 more times on each side, moving at your own pace. So again, we inhale in the center, those fingertips lift, our elbows lift. We exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. We're keeping those hands pressing, keeping that tension in our upper bodies. Last twist. Back through neutral. Let's keep those hands pressing, our elbows pressing. Those shoulders might be feeling warm and chatty. Then let's exhale, release those hands by our sides. Let's take a gentle shoulder roll in one direction. And then to the opposite. Okay, we're going to keep that left foot and knee exactly where it is, maybe using our hand for some support. We're going to gently shimmy that right foot to open all the way to the right side. So that right knee is pointing as far as we can to the right side. We're going to keep our chest, our belly button pointing forwards. We're going to take the outside of that right hand to come to the inside of our right knee. We're going to start to bring our gaze to the left, just outside that left shoulder. We can stay right here. We can press that right hand into our right knee. Feel a gentle rotation or twist through our spine and through our neck as well. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, maybe we reach that left arm away, and then we'll bring a bend into our left elbow. Left front of our hand comes to our low spine. That left elbow is kind of flailing to the left side. Then let's begin to pull that left elbow towards our chair behind us. So we're twisting open to the left side. Right arm, right hand continues to press into that right outside of our knee. Keeping that integrity through our spine, active through our core. Let's take a big inhale here. And then as we exhale, we'll begin to release all of that tension. Let's start to bring that right knee back through middle. And we'll move to the opposite side. So again, we'll shimmy this time our left knee open to the left side. The outside of that left hand will come to rest on the outside of that left knee. So we're keeping tension through that left hand and arm pressing against that left leg. And then we're going to start to bring that gaze out our right side. So again, this could feel pretty generous through that left shoulder, left side of our neck. If we'd like to deepen our twist, we can reach that right hand away. Maybe that right elbow comes to bend, right top of our hand comes to our low spine. That right elbow continues to reach away from our bodies, pulling towards the backs of our chair behind us, and we gently twist to the right side. Let's take a couple breaths here, feeling that long spine. Maybe warmth is starting to build on the opposite sides of our body here. And then we'll exhale and start to come through neutral. We can keep that left leg a little bit wider, open to the left side, and we'll let the right knee follow. So your knees can be a little bit wider than hip distance. But again, we want to try to keep those feet on the earth, tailbone on our chair. We're going to come into a forward fold. So if you'd like to grab something and place it between your feet to bring the earth a little bit closer, you're more than welcome to. You can always use your legs for some extra support. Let's keep those hands resting atop our knees with a big inhale. We feel that long spine. And as we exhale, we're going to feel our low spine start to move behind us as our chest, our collarbone starts to fold forward. So we're just softly folding here at the hips. Those hands can stay atop your legs if you want some extra support, if you want to stay lifted. Or maybe our hands start to walk down our legs towards the earth, or maybe towards our block or our support. Wherever we are, we want to keep supporting our body, but allow enough tension to release into your hands or into your feet so that you can release the tension away from your low spine. Let's take an inhale, then exhale. Maybe we melt a little bit deeper. We can stay here, or we're going to stay on our theme of gentle twists by pressing our right hand down. And we're going to take that left hand and bring it behind our left ear. Using our inhale, we're then gently going to start to peel that left elbow up towards the ceiling. So we're using our core, keeping our tailbone pressing into the chair, active through that right arm. It's an active posture. And we're only twisting, opening that left elbow as high as feels good for us. We'll eventually let that left hand come to the earth or come to our support or back to our legs. And then we'll begin to bend into that right elbow, bringing our right hand behind our right ear. We're going to start to peel that right elbow up to the sky. Bringing that twist in the opposite side. Now, of course, you might be feeling this in your hamstrings or in your calves and your forearms, somewhere completely unexpected, and that's totally fine. We'll eventually let that right hand come back to float towards the earth. And then we're slowly going to start to come back up to our neutral seated posture, and maybe a little bit slower than you'd like to, forcing us to use our core a little bit longer. I'm going to move my block out of the way. Then I'm going to let my knees come closer together, legs extending from my hips, both soles of my feet again firmly planted into the earth. We'll check in with those hips, shoulders above our hips. And then using our hands for some support, we're going to take our fingertips under our left knee, and we're going to hug that left knee up into our belly. We can use our hands to support this left knee if we want to open a little bit to one side. Maybe it feels good to hang out, opening to one side. And then if we can, we're going to extend our left leg long, pressing that heel in front of us. We don't have to make our leg perfectly straight, just bringing some length into our hamstrings. Let's give that left ankle a rotation in one direction and then in the opposite. We're then going to take this left leg and we're going to cross it atop our right. Now, for me to get the most amount of leverage, I kind of shimmy to the base of my chair, use my hands a little bit to help encourage that left knee to stack above my right. But this is as far as I'm going today, and that's totally cool for me. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to feel heavy in both of my hips. Let's take those arms and reach forward. We're going to bend into both elbows, fingertips reach up to the sky. And then we're going to take our right elbow and cross it underneath our left. Now we can stay just like this. We can take our hands and we can hug our shoulders. Or if we'd like, we can try to bring those palms of our hands together into our version of eagle arms to match those eagle legs. Let's lift our elbows away from us, fingertips lift up to the sky. And again, we're active through our core, long spine. Our thighs are squeezing towards each other. This is a very active pose. As we inhale, let's gently lift those fingertips a little bit higher up to the sky. And then as we exhale, we'll slowly fold forward, seeing if we can bring those elbows and knees together. We may feel a generous opening in our back body. We can take one or two more breaths. Invite any movement here, lifting and lowering if that felt good, or maybe enjoy some stillness. After our next breath, we'll release those arms wide, give them a wiggle, release those legs, give a little shimmy side to side. And then we'll move to the opposite side. So this time, left leg firmly plants. Hands come behind our right knee. We're gonna hug that right knee up towards our belly, our chest. And again, we can take some organic movement here. If you'd like to open that right knee to the right side, we can certainly do that. Maybe we try extending that right heel away from us. Again, we don't have to straighten our leg entirely. Just invite some length and then rotate our ankle in one direction and then in the opposite. When we're ready, we'll start to stack that right knee above our left, crossing our legs. Again, those thighs are squeezing together, but we feel both sit bones on our chair. Those hips are heavy, shoulders are lifted. And once again, we'll reach both hands forward, bending at our arms. This time taking our left elbow under our right. So again, you can grab those hands towards your shoulders, give yourself a hug, or maybe see if you can reach those fingertips and palms towards the opposite fingertips and palms. Staying here for a couple breaths. Feel that core engage, lifting our chest. As we inhale, those elbows lift, our fingertips lift, our thighs squeeze together. And as we exhale, maybe we gently just tilt forward. Maybe our elbows and our knees connect. And let's enjoy a couple breaths here, again in stillness or movement, whichever's speaking to you. Feel those shoulder blades peel away from your spine. Wherever we are, we'll enjoy one final breath. And then exhale, release our arms, release our legs, give them a little wiggle. To close our practice, let's take 2 big breaths together. We'll bring the soles of our feet into the earth. Sit bones are heavy. Melt those shoulders away from our ears and bring those fingertips by our sides. We'll take a big inhale, sweeping our fingertips wide up to the sky. And then exhale, press those fingers away. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale up to the sky. Maybe our gaze follows. And we bring those fingertips all the way down to our heart. We'll close our time together with a bow for ourselves and a bow for our practice. Thanks so much for joining me today. Keep an eye out for class number 3 next week. If you enjoyed this class, if you enjoy using our chair, please leave me a comment below and give this video a thumbs up. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.